2022 Porsche Boxster 25th anniversary edition. Mechanically essentially identical to a Boxster GTS 4.0. Styling wise, we got special wheels. We have some trim that says Boxster 25. Nice red interior. Exterior color is only white, black, or silver. This one was black, but the owner wrapped it in gray. Manual, 6-speed transmission. And this is actually a similar-ish price point to my Emira. Let's see how she handles on track. Putting this into Sport Plus mode. I'm not sure if this has auto rev match or not. It does. How do I turn that off?
You're good to go.
Thank you. Definitely a more special engine than the Emira. Balanced chassis as well. You can feel much more weight over the front end, but not in a bad way. It just doesn't give way to understeer as readily. Very long gearing. Car is completely stock, even the pads. Shifting issue that I'm having in the Emira. Steering so long, wherever I would normally go in a fourth. On the Emira, I'm just hitting third here. Don't see that every day on the racetrack. Is that a Forester or an Outback? The Emira, as you get on the throttle, the front end can get light, and you can push more on corner exit. Here, we have McPherson strut in all four corners. So you're more likely to get understeer on corner entry. As you guys can see on a lot of these turns, it's pushing at corner entry. On corner exit, not so much. A large part of that is the weight distribution and lower center of gravity. The balance here, it's so much more predictable. The engine, the way that naturally aspirated engine screams all the way up to 7,800 RPM. Intoxicating. Really lovely clutch feel here too. Coming straight out of the factory, Emira versus a Boxster GTS 4.0 equivalent. The Boxster is the more confidence-inspiring vehicle on track. I keep rev matching my own downshifts, and it feels like it has great throttle response, not only based on the mid-corner throttle modulation, but even on the downshift rev match that I have to remind myself that it has auto rev match enabled. So if I go here to fourth, actually, you know, the rev match isn't perfectly smooth, so I do think that still heel towing smoothens it out, makes it more seamless. Now, even though this understeer is more on corner entry, it's just so much more, it feels more planted, more balanced, more predictable. Just like the Emira, right? But the way it sets and the way that it transitions, it feels more confidence inspiring. I'm more comfortable pushing this car harder earlier on. lap, cold tires, but now that things are up to temperature, it's almost, you know, it's almost too inflated. Chuck it though. Bad line there, didn't like that. That was beating up the car. Now the Cayman and Emira on paper very similar, right? 6 cylinders, one's naturally aspirated, one is supercharged, both mid-engine rear-wheel drive. McPherson shot all 4 corners here versus the Emira's technically superior double wishbone all 4 corners. But they drive pretty different actually. If I were to go mostly on track and optimize for that kind of track performance, out of the box OEM, straight from factory, Cayman and Boxster are closer to where you want to be. But it's a trade-off, because I would argue the trade-off there is that on straight, they're not as fun and dynamic as the Emira. They're not as communicative with the steering, as an example. It doesn't feel like as much of an occasion. But again, these are things you can modify in the aftermarket, but just from factory, Cayman and Boxster are better set up for track work, more stable, easier to get to that limit, lower center of gravity, more even weight distribution, such that it feels a little bit more predictable. It doesn't wash out on corner exit as much as you get on the throttle. You don't have to manage the weight so much here, and it's easier to get to the limit. But as car enthusiasts, and I should rather say driving enthusiasts, it is fucking amazing that we have both the Emira and the Boxster Cayman GTS 4.0 to have options, right? Both great options. And my friends, big thanks to Will, the owner, for letting me review his Boxster 25th edition. If you have a car that you want reviewed on Jabal and Cars, visit us on jabalandcars.com. Fill out the form on the homepage. Much love, my friends, and I'll see you all in the next one.